Welcome to 5 Minute Salute. I'm your host, Chris Budihas. Today's segment is sponsored by the Military Affairs and Veterans Department. Harrison Conyers and the team over the city of Jacksonville squaring away our veterans out there to get the benefits that they earn through their military service. Talking about veterans on the show today from Hollywood, Florida, I got Eddie, and then from St. Petersburg, I've got Daniel. Gentlemen, good to see you. Thank you for your service to the nation. Let's kind of jump right into it. So, Eddie, where are you originally from, and what you do in the military?
Well, I'm originally from Miami, Florida, and I was a naval aviator through the A-4 Skyhawk, mostly off the Forest Stall.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Ironically, I did a Tiger cruise on the Forest Stall in the circa 82 time frame. It was an amazing ship back in the day.
It was. I was on the Forest Stall for 60, 67, and 68. No, 68, 69.
Couple years before me. Yes, sir. So thank you for your service. And then Dan, what you doing? Where are you from originally? What do you do in the military?
Originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I escaped during the polar vortexes to come down to Florida during COVID in 2020, and now here in the free state, wonderful state, Sunshine State. I was a artilleryman when I was in the Army. I was also a musician at the time. I was actually supposed to join as a musician. I had a lot of work to do to get that. I joined artillery because it was the easiest path in, and it was crazy how music came back around. While I was in, I auditioned on America's Got Talent. I got signed by Sony, so it was crazy how the music kind of came back around towards the end of my military career. But man, lots to talk about there.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to jump right into it. So, Eddie, going to you, SOPO Dispenser Corp. Tell me about your company.
Well, it's been a journey. I got the idea for this invention when I was taking a shower, and I always get the permanent dispensers that you hang on the wall and you fill with compartments like shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. You just push it, like the hotels have now.
Yes, sir.
So I said, picked up my shampoo bottle. I said, why can't the shampoo bottle be the actual dispenser? So this is one of the models. We have two models. So this is called SOPO the Frog for Children. And what you do is you just peel off the back here. There's a little tab.
Yeah.
That's adhesive. You slip it on. You just put it on the wall like I'll show you like behind me. You put it on the wall like that, and then you just twist the cap, and you can leave it open because there's a valve in there, and you just push it on the product out. And then the other version would be, it's called the pouch version, like this.
Yes, sir.
And it also sticks to the wall. We feel this would be great for hotels because it's tamper-proof. And they can save money. They can put shampoo, conditioner, and body wash in it, which I have for the children's product. And that would save the money because they don't need all three products. As a matter of fact, I went to a hotel not too long ago and it had the permanent dispenser. One of them came off the wall and took the tile with it. So this just pulls right off, just like I'll show you how. Now this is pink, so it's going to pull right off the wall. And there's no damage to the wall, but it'll stay there until you take it off. And it took me a year just to find that tape. I was working with 3M. Now, quite frankly, here's the problem. We launched very successfully. We had 2,000 sales right away. I made a huge mistake, and I should know better because I was in advertising for 15 years. But I overproduced the inventory based on the projections, and I didn't leave enough money for marketing. So just when we're starting to scale, I ran out of ad dollars and I couldn't raise any more money. And I already had $155,000 in it of my own money. And I just couldn't take the chance. So I've been online constantly trying to find an investor because our reviews were 4 and 5 star. We had 80% of the reviews 4 and 5 star. What wasn't at least 4 star, I read the remarks and I made those corrections. So we hopefully would have all 5 stars now. But I'm so frustrated because no one sees the potential. I mean, it can stick on your counter just like that on the bathroom counter as a regular bottle, but it attaches to the wall.
Yeah.
And it's just so convenient. I mean, I haven't picked up a toothpaste bottle, a tube rather, for 4 years because whatever I get, Crest, Colgate, I just put one of my tapes on it, attach it to the wall. I don't have to roll it. It's gravity fed, so it's downhill. It's eco-friendly. It has probably a third of the plastic of a hard bottle, and I can't get an investor. I don't need that much money, and I'm willing to give up substantial equity for someone to take the risk. There's no risk anymore.
Well, I'm not Mark Cuban, Eddie, but we're going to make sure we get the word out. So I appreciate it.
One more thing, Chris. My marketing company, Harvest Growth, did extensive market research, which we have the report, and it was launch. Like I said, we were starting to scale. I just ran out of ad dollars, and you know that any company can't get started without putting major money into ad dollars.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
2016.
Yeah. Well, Dan, let's talk about Child Care Biz Help. What exactly are you doing with your company here?
So we're kind of like a child care franchise alternative. We work with existing center owners to make their child care centers more profitable. We work with them in the tech space, building websites, to making sure they're listed online, to operations help, finding a location, all that. We also work with startup entrepreneurs as like a franchise alternative, where franchises charge a franchise fee plus 6 to 12% annual royalties, whether you're profitable or not. We help entrepreneurs alleviate that additional expense and help them become successful.
Man, that's great. You know, not lost on me driving here from my house to Jacksonville to see all these child care centers. Obviously, we need them based on our society, and you know, both spouses were working in the workplace. But yeah, I can imagine I didn't realize that's how much these franchises were charging. That's exponential. So for Eddie and then you, Dan. So for our, you know, we got a lot of service members that watch, and veterans that watch this show. So for those that are thinking about the entrepreneur, you know, route, you know, in a post-military journey, Eddie, what's your advice for them? What's your one or two pieces of advice for those folks?
Well, there's so many scams out there. 99% of them are scams. And I went with a couple of marketing companies that just totally let me down, put, you know, some major money in it.
Yep.
My advice is, first of all, assume everybody's a scam artist. And I can't give, you know, I haven't been successful in raising any capital, so I can't really give advice because I've been posting to thousands of people literally through LinkedIn every day, sending the website, sending the information, sending the report from Harvest Growth. By the way, they were projecting over $900 million in sales in the 5th year. I mean, think about this. Every major brand, whether it's Colgate or Unilever or whatever, they could all use my packaging, but of course they're not going to do it because they don't need it, because I'm not a threat to them right now. But
yeah,
when you consider the super convenience of something like this that organizes your shower, it's eco-friendly, and it's super convenient, I just don't understand why someone's not willing to take the risk with me for substantial equity, and most of the money's going to be going into marketing. And I want to say one quick thing. Dollar Shave Club, Harry's Razor, even My Pillow, they didn't really invent anything new. They have existing products and doing extremely well, where I have something totally that could revolutionize the personal care packaging industry and provide solutions.
It would help the childcare industry.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Dan, go ahead. You know,
I was just going to help Eddie there. That you know, something that he has could help our industry. So I'd like to connect with you when we get off this. But back to the topic, you know, one of the things we help childcare centers with is a website. And I would say to any entrepreneur out there starting a business that wants to be successful, make sure you do not chintz on a website, because just like when you drive up to anybody's, you know, brick and mortar store, if it looks jacked up, the sign's crooked, you know, it looks run down, you're not going to go in there. And it's the same thing with a website. If it looks jacked up, they're going to leave very quickly. So that would be one thing. The other thing is, once you got that website up, you have to be found online, whether it's in your area or nationwide or worldwide. And SEO and link building is very important, and also online directories, making sure that when somebody types in, for our industry, childcare center near me, that your business pops up in that area. We know how to do that. So with the childcare industry, but that would be one thing that I would recommend to any entrepreneur. Make sure you got a great website and can be found online.
Yes, sir. No, thank you for that.
If I may jump in, my real background, even though I'm a realtor for 35 years, I'm older than I look. I was director of advertising for AutoZone, Jewel Food, Super Value stores. I build my own websites, and I think they're pretty good. I do my own videos. There's several videos I've done. There's actually 3 videos that are online that I post, and they're all professionally done. As Harvest Growth did launch, we were very successful. Like I said, we ran out of money. We were on Amazon and Facebook and Instagram. But it's just a matter of finding someone to replenish the inventory and give us marketing dollars. That's all we need. I mean, we have to push it down their throats until they get that. This is not a typical bottle of shampoo or conditioner or body wash. It's totally different. And one of the things I want to say is, in my role as director of advertising, there's also sales promotion. I bought millions of dollars in promotional products for my company. My door was always open. The vendors came right to me. I would make the decision. I was totally autonomous with 2 of my companies. The other one I had to go through the president. But I was totally autonomous. But now when you're trying to present a product, you got to go through third parties because the buyers are too damn lazy to interview the vendors themselves. So you have to go through one of the third parties. When I've gone to Colgate, I've gone to Procter & Gamble, I've gone to every one of them. And I don't even think it gets past the third parties that approach the buyers, because the buyers, I think, are very lazy, and they're not available to people. So I wonder how many opportunities are lost because you can't get to the buyers. And in the old days, you could get on the phone, call the company switchboard, and say, I want to talk to the health and beauty aids buyer, the merchandise buyer, and you go right through to them. Not now.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for your service to the nation. We appreciate it. What we're going to do is take all your contact information. We're going to put in our show notes, and we're going to publish out to the rest of the internet sphere. So thank you for your service to the nation. Yep. Folks, if you like what you heard, please share us, connect with Eddie and Dan. Love to hear from you. We'll see you in our next segment. Live with gratitude.
When they leave us for battle, we await their return. When their embrace is gone, we imagine them with us. Some don't come back. We grieve. Some come back hurting. We help. Heroes survive. We honor them. Heroes fall. We remember them. 150,000 veterans live in Jacksonville. We serve them. We're the Military Affairs and Veterans Department, City of Jacksonville. Because of them, our light never dims.